been really freeing, even in these past years of my life when I quit working for God.
I mean, can you say more about that? When you say you're done working for God, is there a part 2 to that, or tell me more?
That is it. Period. Man, it just wore me out. And so at some point, I just remember going, Jesus, I'm so done working for you and trying to be awesome for you.
Yeah.
How about I just hang out with you for the rest of my days?
This season of In the Middle of It is brought to you in part by Trendy Bear Apparel. Trendy Bear Apparel is a local Nashville clothing company that sells the coziest sweatshirts, crew necks, t-shirts, and more. If you're watching on video, you can see me modeling my very own Trendy Bear crew neck sweatshirt. Every Trendy Bear item is hand screened by Papa Bear himself, so you can be sure that your order is made with love. And the best part is, I have a discount code for you, okay? You can use In the Middle 20 for 20% off your order. That's In the Middle 20 for 20% off your order. So go to trendybear.com and use the code In the Middle 20 for 20% off your order. Hey everyone, welcome back to In the Middle of It. I'm your host, Hannah Kerr. Today's guest is Tim Timmons. Tim Timmons is someone who truly demonstrates what it looks like to live holding gratitude and grief in the same hand. Tim was diagnosed with an incurable cancer over 24 years ago and given 5 years to live. Well, he's still waking up, still living today, and he is amazing. You guys are going to be so blessed by Tim, by his testimony and talking about I Can Only Imagine 2, which is a movie that features his story. So please welcome Tim Timmons. Okay, so this podcast is called In the Middle of It. Basically, the premise of the podcast is that we talk to people that are in the middle of a journey in life. I feel like sometimes in Christian culture, we can be tempted to only testify about things when they're over and buttoned up and big pretty bow. And that's just not how real life is. Yeah. And so I bring people on here that are in the middle of something that they can testify about what they're learning about God and themselves before it's all figured out. Cool. And so I'm really excited to talk to you for so many reasons. I just have enjoyed getting to know you over the years, like random times that we've seen each other. And I watched you in a movie last night. So I'm like, wow. I mean, not you, but you, you know? Yeah, totally. So anyways, I'm excited. Thanks for being here.
Let's go. Easy.
Tim Timmons. Yeah. Okay. We're going to start off. I just wrote
that song would be rad.
I wrote a jingle for you.
Tim Timmons. Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. It kind of sounded like Red Robin. Yum. Anyway, okay.
Same diff.
We're going to start with a little game. Okay. It's very short. It's called Love It, Hate It, In the Middle of It. Okay. I'm going to read you 5 things. You tell me if you love the thing, hate the thing, or feel in the middle of it, neutral.
Ooh, I like that play.
Thanks. Okay. Yeah. All right. Number 1, tattoos.
In the middle of it.
Yeah. Neutral.
Neutral.
Do you have any tattoos?
I do not. I write this X on my wrist every morning.
Yes.
But it is not a tattoo.
It's not a tattoo, and it's intentionally not a tattoo.
It's intentionally not a tattoo.
Yes. Okay, we're going to talk about that a little more later, but perfect. I was curious if you had any other tattoos. Okay. Yeah. Number 2.
None that I feel comfortable sharing.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. You're like, we live in a shroud of mystery. It's good.
Yeah.
Have you heard the theory, this is so random, that Dolly Parton is covered in tattoos? Have you heard that?
Well, when we dated, she would always... No, I've never heard that.
Okay, I don't know if it's true or not, but I've just heard... Actually, my dad, he was like, I think Dolly Parton is covered in tattoos completely, her arms.
I hope so.
That would be amazing. That would be
so baller.
Yeah. Okay, number 2, stand-up comedy. Do you like stand-up comedy?
I do.
Yeah?
I really do.
I feel like you're so funny. I'm like, I wonder if Tim is into stand-up comedy.
Thank you. I cannot do stand-up comedy.
You personally cannot.
I could not. I can't tell a joke to save my life.
You just are like a situational humor guy.
I'm circumstantial.
Yes.
Dumb. I'm just dumb. And somehow, if it's not funny at some point, I'll keep going at the same bit. And then it's funny 20 times in.
I love that. I was watching a video on your Instagram, and it's you and your wife, Hillary, and you're like, this is my wife, Hillary. We make out. Also, we wrote a book together.
It's just dumb. It's just
so funny.
I'm just dumb enough to be dumb.
It's so great. And she totally puts up with it, which I love. Does. Yeah, it's great. Okay, number 3, cereal.
Yeah, man. I heart cereal.
I heart cereal.
Yeah.
It's so good.
So what were the options again? It's love it, hate it,
or feel in the middle of it.
Love it.
Love it.
Love it, middle, right in between.
Okay, perfect. Number 4, Chat GPT.
Oh, I've just not jumped in enough.
Really?
But when I do use it, I really am thankful for it.
Yeah.
Like I was trying to fix something on my son's computer last night, and I called his best friend. It was like 11 p.m. and he's like, "What do you need, Mr. Timmons?" I'm like, "Dude, I need
Mr.
this because you jacked up his computer like this. Help me do it." And he's like,
Mm-hmm.
"Have you tried chat?" I'm like, "No, your face is dumb." Whatever. And so I tried chat, and it's like, "Why don't you just do this, and this, and this?" And then it was fixed.
No way.
So
Great
as
tool.
of today, yeah, in the middle of it
Okay.
and positive.
Okay, amazing.
Yeah,
AI. And last but not least, camping. Do you like camping?
I did as a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then when we had kids,
Mm-hmm.
I started saying bad words because my kids would get stuff on their feet and then they'd go in the tent.
Yeah.
And then I just found out that I'm really, I just don't like dirt.
Tent camping is not for the faint of heart. I've
Yeah.
never done it, to
Yeah.
be fair.
Oh.
Yeah. I always say I'm like being on a tour bus or being on the road is camping enough for me. That's all the camping I need in my
It's
life.
a form of glamping.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It is. Okay.
I
you
could
did
do it if
great.
it was just me and some dudes.
Yeah.
Yes. Mess all day long.
But with your whole family,
yeah, that's
probably
when
not.
that's when I said some strong words.
Yeah, for sure. And you have 4 kids?
I have a lot of kids.
That's
yeah.
a lot of children.
Yeah, we had twins at the end.
Wow.
So
What a
they
surprise.
felt like, yeah, we were done at 2. Like 2 is plenty of children. Like if you have 2, or one's plenty, but
Yeah.
2 was real. And then we were going to adopt down the road. We just had a big heart for adoption, and then we French kissed, and then we were told we're pregnant, and then they told us they're twins.
Wow.
That really, so we call them the Twimmons.
The Twimmons.
Yeah, so they're pretty
That's-
cool. So
that's really
they're
good.
Freshmen in high school.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing to me.
Yeah.
Okay, you did great at the game.
Thank you.
Great
Gosh,
job.
way too long.
I know-
I'm sure that was the longest positive.
No, it definitely wasn't.
Okay.
It definitely wasn't. We've had that segment go like 15 minutes, and I'm like,
Yeah.
this was supposed to be a quick game,
yeah.
but I love
Tim
it.
Timmons.
Tim Timmons. Okay. So the question of this podcast is, what are you in the middle of right now in your life? I know there's a lot of ways to take this,
So many ways.
but where should we begin? Perhaps speaking about the movie that was made about
Yeah.
your life.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing to me. You know how like in every interview, someone sits down and they're like, if there was a movie made about your life,
Yeah, who would play you?
you?
Yeah.
You can actually answer that question.
Yeah, yeah.
Before, I can only imagine too, who would you have said would play you in a movie?
Yeah, I think Kevin Hart was the first person that came to mind.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are
Just
so
felt
similar.
like
Same in so many ways.
I don't know. They started, saying who should play you, and
Yeah.
then you're kind of like Googling all these actors, going, should this person play
Yeah,
me? And
yeah.
it was so weird.
I'm
And
sure.
then they kept naming people, and I'm like, yeah, they're awesome. I mean, super awesome.
Sure.
And then when they finally said Milo, my daughter started crying because she's a big,
This Is Us.
actually
Gilmore
Gilmore
Girls?
Girl.
Yeah.
So she was like Team Jess all the way.
Me too.
So that was weird when she's crying about, the guy who's playing her dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, but really, he is such a beautiful man and a beautiful friend.
That's so cool. So you
That-
guys did form a friendship,
For
like
sure.
in the process.
Yeah, that's a lifelong friendship.
That's so cool.
so special.
He seems like such an amazing person. Like
Yeah.
you never really know how someone is,
Yeah.
but I've watched some of his interviews, some of y'all's together. I'm just
Yeah.
like, he just seems so sweet and normal and kind, and like he really cared about portraying you well,
Yep.
which is pretty cool.
Totally. It was on the set. He would be the guy. So he's the biggest guy on set, right? Like,
Yeah.
And for him to learn everybody's name on set, 200 people, and something
No
about
way.
them, just so he could like love them and serve them. So he will always put me in the highest place of honor. Every time we're together, he'll like somehow find a way to honor me
Wow.
before himself. I mean, it's just really
That's really
Jesus-like, and he's not, necessarily a Jesus follower, but he's really intrigued by Jesus. And
That's cool.
I'm always like, dude, I first told him, just so you know, I'm not going to try to get you into my club or like the Christian club, or I'm not going to evangelize to you.
Yeah.
We're just going to be friends
Yeah.
and learn from each other. And I've learned so much from him.
That's so
And
cool.
I'm blown away by him. And I'm always like, dude, just so you know, I'm trying to figure out how to practice this way of Jesus. And it's not easy in this world. And dude, a lot of the things that you do just look like Jesus.
Yeah.
So well done.
Wow.
So yeah, really,
That's
really
pretty
special.
cool. And just the concept of, not just preaching to someone, just being their friend and knowing them, letting them know you. Like, that's the whole thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I have so many people are like, so have you given them
Yeah.
basically the 4 spiritual laws? Like,
Yeah.
have you really sealed the deal yet? And I'm like,
Have you dangled him over hell like a marshmallow?
Yes, so good, Hannah. I love that. And I just say it's not my job.
Yeah.
Like,
It's true.
I get to love people, and if Jesus is real,
Yeah.
then his invitation is his invitation. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, that's been really freeing, even in these past years of my life when I quit working for God. Part of that was I quit evangelizing and doing the things that I don't even know are that biblical anymore.
Yeah.
So I know that's kind of like a bomb to throw in the middle of something, but
I mean, can you say more about that? When you say you're done working for God, is there a part 2 to that, or tell me more? Tell me more about
that is it. Period.
Period.
I'm done working for God. I will
Okay.
never work for him again. I was a pastor in California at some really large churches, worship guy, and awesome at what I did. Like,
Yeah.
awesome. Top of my game, if you will.
Yeah.
And at some point, I just was so tired. My neighbor at the time was this atheist guy, but had more like, he had more fruit of goodness than was actually coming out in my heart. Like, I could show you good things and show you all the things I wanted to show you, but what's going on in my heart was different from what I was watching this atheist guy
Wow.
who had, in a sense, the fruit. I mean, didn't have the fruit of the Spirit, but he like had joy and peace and kindness and all these things. And I'm like, dang it, I can display that, but if you look deeper into my heart, you won't actually see that.
Wow. Yeah.
And man, that's rough when I'm pushing and pimping this good news, yet this atheist guy might have more of it than I do. And
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out how do we reconcile these things?
Yeah.
So anyways, I found myself just soul tired, and I was done working for God. I had tried to evangelize as many times as I could. I tried to be nice to people because that's what we're supposed to do as Christians, be nice, be kind to this person. Tried to have more patience. I tried to have more fruit of Tim.
Yeah.
And man, it just wore me out. And so at some point, I just remember going, Jesus, I'm so done working for you and trying to be awesome for you.
Yeah.
How about I just hang out with you for the rest of my days?
Yeah.
Like, what are you up to?
Yeah.
Apparently, it's seek first your kingdom, not mine.
Yeah.
So what are you doing? I'm just going to join you in the cool things you're doing.
Yeah.
And if I just get to work at Starbucks, then I'll just work at Starbucks. Or if you want to use any of my songs to do something cool that's helpful for your kingdom, not Timmons's,
Yeah.
then you open those doors and I will walk through those, but I will never work for you again. I will just join you, and I will never open
Yeah.
another door again. I will just walk through the ones you open. So that's
I
kind
love that. I love that you say, I want to join Jesus and what he's already doing. Like, you're
Yeah.
not creating a new, you're just saying, God, what are you doing? And I'm going to join you in that.
Yeah.
That's a really freeing way to live your life. I think a lot of people, I actually had Mike Donahue on here a couple weeks ago, and he was talking about how so many people get so caught up in what is God's will for my life. Like,
Yeah.
I have to walk the perfect tightrope and I can't make any mistakes.
Yes.
And I'm trying to discern, like, what is God's perfect will, calling? Am I supposed to be a musician? Like, all these
Yes.
things. He's like, man, there's just such freedom in being like, no, I'm just going to belong to Jesus. And whatever that looks like in different seasons of my life
Yeah.
is what it is. And that's great. It sounds like you're saying a similar
I
thing.
love Mike
It's-
when he talks.
yeah.
I love Mike, period. But I
Yeah,
love when
period.
he talks about the will of God stuff, because I think
Yeah.
that's, even being on the road, you hear that, especially in a lot of the younger
Yeah.
community, the kids like me,
The kids,
my age,
of course. Yeah.
who are just like, and I just spoke at Lipscomb the other day, and so many of the questions are really based around, what's the will of God? Like, I don't want to miss it. I don't want to blow
Yes.
it.
Yes.
I don't want to do something.
A lot of fear
Yeah,
based
dang it.
questions. Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Like, that's not the way that we're given or like
Right.
invited into.
Right.
I think in Western Christianity, our religious thing, that's like at the center of it. I just don't think it is in the kingdom of God.
Yeah. I think that's really good. Okay. A question I have about I Can Only Imagine 2.
Yeah.
Great movie, by the way. I really enjoyed it so much.
Thank you.
What from the movie is really true, and what was kind of more movie magic? Like, how close is it to the actual story of what happened?
Yeah. I mean, so much of it is movie magic
Yeah.
in that, like, my kids and Bart's kids are, for the most part, the same ages.
Okay.
And are all
So you
really
didn't
close.
find out you were pregnant with your first child on that tour?
No.
Okay. When did the movie take place in real life?
Yeah, so my part of the story and their part of the story are kind of just it's such you're trying to fit 20 years in a matter of an hour and 45 minutes.
Yeah.
You know? So I was given 5 years to live 25 years ago.
Okay. Which is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So incurable cancer, stage 4. That was a wild season.
I can't even imagine being 25 years old and getting news like that.
Yeah.
It's just crazy, but here you are. It's been 24 years now, and you're waking up every day.
Yeah.
Like, that perspective on life of just, I was told my days were over, you know, and now to be here, like that's, you have a very different perspective than a lot of people. The truth is that we don't know when the end of our days is going to be. We could not make it to tomorrow, but we live as if we all know we're going to live to 100 and we've got all the time in the world to tell people about Jesus, to live like Jesus, to know God. Like, oh, we have all the time in the world, but that's not really true.
Yeah.
And I feel like your story is so inspiring to me and such a reminder of like, no, like every day is a gift. It really is. And that's true for all of us. It's just you are hyper aware of that gift.
Yeah, I think the gift of sorrow and calamity and, in my case, cancer and all the dumb things that we walk through is sobriety. I really think, I mean, not just like alcohol and drugs, but like sobriety and the stuff that I end up worrying about, and not just worrying about, but I do more than worry. I engage in that practice. You know, like finances lately have been like, I go from worry, just a quick thought of worry, to, you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to practice worry. And which is super helpful. You know, worry is just really helpful as a practice.
So helpful. Yeah. It adds years to your life. Is that what the Bible verse says?
Yeah. Worry more because it's super helpful.
It's super helpful. Adds years to your life. Yeah. Perfect.
And I just, there's something so sobering about, okay, man, when I write this X on my wrist every morning, I'm ultimately saying, Jesus, I naturally want to practice worry today, but I get to practice trust instead. We get good at what we practice. So I just have this invitation of like, Tim, you woke up again. There's no reason why you're supposed to wake up, but you did.
Yeah.
And life is hard and you woke up. And how do we kind of reconcile these things? And so for me, I think the gift of the sorrow is perspective and sobriety.
Yeah.
So my aim is to live more sober this year than I was last year. Just on all the things, on greed, on contempt that I have for different political parties in this world right now. I've got strong contempt, which means the best definition I have for contempt is thinking I'm better than somebody. And man, in the kingdom of God, I'm not allowed. That's actually not allowed.
Wow. Yeah.
And I want to be more sober to the political system of the kingdom of God this year than I was last year.
Yeah.
That when somebody does something stupid, in my view, I don't get to say, you're an idiot, I'm better than you.
Yeah.
I get to say, Jesus, would you bless them?
Wow.
Pray wholeness over that person, the community. Like that's I'll follow that, Jesus, any freaking day.
That's a pretty humble perspective to have, and that's hard. That's hard to do in our natural humanness, you know.
So if but I can practice that.
Yeah.
Like that becomes a actual practice that I get good at what I practice. And when I see that stuff, there are a few people that I have on my Instagram thing. A few people I've just taken off because it's actually so hard for my heart.
Yeah.
But a few people that I have on there that I see that, and my practice is pray blessing. And that's not like, hey, financially bless them, but like biblical blessing is to pray wholeness and fullness. Dude, that's baller.
It is. That's really admirable. I feel like if everyone did that, we would be living in a very different world. It's so easy to get angry. It's so easy to honestly curse someone. Like that's our flesh is like, well, I just want to curse that person because they're bothering me, you know? But to speak blessings over them is, I mean, that's what Jesus would do, you know?
I think so.
Yeah. I think that's what he says. He's like, when someone, hits you on one cheek, you give them the other, like, you know? So I don't know. That's really amazing to me.
And not amazing because like Tim's amazing. I'm in this experiment, and Hillary and I have been in this experiment for, I don't know, 15, probably strongly 15 years.
Yeah.
Like let's just try it and see if the way of Jesus actually does work.
Yeah.
Because most of us don't actually believe it works. Like we say it, our theology says, you know what, God's so good and what he does, but we don't really live it.
Yeah.
Like, not many of us live it. And so
It's
we're
so
just trying to
true.
figure out, how do we be dumb enough to just put into experiment like following these ways?
Yeah.
Not because we're rad, but that's why I write it every single day. It's why it's not a tattoo. Is I'm like, Timmons, you forgot again. Like you built your own kingdom today. You protected your kingdom. And it's just not worth protecting.
Wow. That's really inspiring to me, Tim. That's cool. And I hear what you're saying, that it's not you. It's not you even saying that to build yourself up. It's just like,
No.
hey, I'm learning this. I'm actively practicing this. I'm working on this. And that's really cool to me.
Yeah.
So you have a new book
We
that
do.
is it out or it's coming out?
It's out.
Okay, it's out.
It's out.
Yeah, it's called Waking Up Again.
Waking Up Again.
Can you tell us about the book?
Yeah. I mean, I'm really good looking on it. I don't want to brag.
You're like, this is me in my best
Yeah.
self.
And what's better is if you check out my wife on this. Well, don't check her out. That feels a little weird. But Hiller and I wrote this book together, and it was something
That's
that
awesome.
we've wanted to do for a long time. She's a great writer.
Cool.
And I don't really care about like a biography about, autobiography about Tim Timmons. Like, who cares? But
People would care, but I hear you. Yeah.
like 8 people would be like, oh, that's really interesting. But what I wanted to do was use a bunch of little stories to invite people into intentionally waking up every morning. Because kind of like what you said a second ago, like if Jesus people would just practice the way of Jesus, not nail it, but just practice, put into practice this stuff. Gosh, what could happen? So, so we wrote this book, Waking Up Again. I have a new song called Wake Me Up Again. So this theme is really big to us.
For sure.
Just, we got another day, people.
Yeah.
And are we intentional, or do I just wake up, brush my teeth, eat breakfast, work, back to bed, brush my teeth, and I'm done.
Yeah.
Which is most of our lives. So what would happen if Jesus people were intentional?
Yeah. What would that actually look like? I feel like your life too, I mean, it says there, like a journey of grief and gratitude.
Yeah.
You hold two things really at the same time. I think sometimes this is just a people thing, not necessarily a Christian thing. We struggle to hold opposing things at the same time. Like
so
we
right.
want it to either be, this is the happiest season of my life, period, or this is the worst season of my life, period. And the truth is so much of life is holding two things at the same time.
Yeah.
And I feel like you are someone that does that like every single day in so many ways. How have you learned to do that? Like in practice, really hold two things that are opposing in the same hand?
Yeah, that is such a great question. And somebody should do a podcast about how to do life in the middle of it.
Yeah,
You know what
right?
I mean?
I know.
But your whole premise is this, and I love it. At the end of the book, I say I'm trying to use more words. I'm trying to use less words with ending in ed and more words ending in ing. Like I've learned. Here's what I've learned.
Yes.
Dude, I don't know if I've learned these things. I
Right.
say that, but like talk to
Right.
me in a year, and I'm like, dang it, I don't really know that much back then.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to use more words like I'm learning, I'm figuring, I'm working through these things.
Yeah.
I'm healing instead of I'm just healed.
Right.
And there's just something really powerful about that mindset that's more process mindset
I
than
agree.
I've nailed it, or I've come to a certain place, or here's what I learned. Yeah, I'm just having a hard time with me using that language. But holding the two, I mean, Jesus seems to do it nonstop.
Yeah.
I mean, even as he's grieving with his friends that just lost their, Lazarus, he also knows what's happening over here, and
Exactly.
something he knows.
Yeah.
But he's crying there. He's like actually grieving well, and then also holding the fact that God is good and he's at work in all things.
Yeah.
And I think I've really, you kind of alluded to this earlier, that we say life is so hard, but God's good. And we go so quickly using that but word that is inappropriate, A.
Stop saying but.
Yeah, okay, inappropriate. But life is hard, but God's good. I don't love that word. I think life is hard and God is good, and he's at work in all things.
That's
how do
good,
we hold the tension of the two? There's such a desire for just, again, the purpose of your podcast is saying that not everything has to be figured out. And we can be in the middle of it and still hold the tension of, this is so freaking hard.
Yeah.
And he woke me up again today. And I'm just going to practice joining him with the day that he gave me. This is the day he has made. I will practice joy with him in the middle of circumstances. I'm on tour right now, and gosh, the stories I'm hearing every single night, you know the deal. I mean, you just hear the craziest things ever.
People are carrying heavy things.
Man.
And you'd never know. And then they tell you, and you're like, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I feel more like a preschooler than I've been a varsity Christian my whole life, but I feel more like a preschooler these days, and preschool is way more fun.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just simple. It's like,
yeah,
well, life's really hard, and God, you woke me up again. You have my attention today.
I mean, there really is something to that, though, because that's the faith of a child. You know, it doesn't have to be like in the weeds of all the things. It's like, no, it actually is pretty simple, and like the kingdom of God is simple and belongs to that. You know, that's so good. I feel like also knowing that in the middle, like when you are going through grief, but also feeling grateful, there is beauty and glory there. Like you're not just waiting for the ED. You're not waiting for the end, for the, I learned this, for it to be good. It's like, no, there's actually goodness in the meantime. And that's actually where we live most of our life. Like I actually don't know if there's ever been a moment in my 29 years where I was like, yeah, I actually figured that out.
Yeah.
It's done. I'm over it. We're good. It's like, no, I mean, even things that God has healed me from, like ED, it's like, well, we're still healing. There's still more to work out, more to process. Like that's what life really is.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that you focus on that so much and talk about it because it is so important.
Yeah.
I also want to talk about, you have a podcast called 10,000 Minutes. Can you tell us all about that and your nonprofit?
Yep.
What is 10,000 Minutes?
Yes. I mean, you tell me.
Yeah.
I just, when I was working for God for first 33 years of my life, I worked for God. And there's something symbolic about even just looking back on that, as Jesus died at 33, I'm like, that's great. I'm happy to die at that point. My kingdom began to crumble.
Yeah.
And, so I left this great church community in California. And that next day I was leading this camp, and the pastor said something, there are 10,080 minutes in a week. I was like, that's actually really profound.
Yeah.
10,080 minutes. And what hit me was my whole life had been, hey, bring people to our 80-minute gathering. We will tell you about Jesus. Bring people to this 80-minute gathering and we can worship together. Yeah. Bring people to this 80-minute gathering and we will whatever, right? All of our resources are about this 80-minute gathering. And I'm not dogging the 80-minute gathering. I just was like, dang it, I've spent my whole life on that, but there are 10,000 other minutes until we gather again. Yeah. And as we travel the country and the world, but mostly our country, you just kind of end up seeing a lot of things that we are kind of stuck on as a church. Yeah. And that I'll point out to myself. Yeah. And when somebody cuts me off on the road in the 10,000 minutes, I have other things to show them or in my heart to say to them. Yeah. Yet that's contempt. And so in the 10,000 minutes, how are we joining Jesus in the 10,000 minutes? How are we practicing like his way and his heart in the 10,000 minutes? And again, I can only imagine how profound it would be if Jesus people would practice the heart of Jesus in the 10,000 minutes. Not defending Jesus or being the moral police. Yeah. But like practicing the heart of Jesus in the 10,000 minutes, even with the people they disagree with. Like what could happen if we were hated, which I know it's like, we're supposed to be hated. Yes, but like for the right reasons. Yes, exactly. Like that we would be hated and persecuted because we are the biggest blessers of our enemies. What? Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's be hated because we love people too much. We are too generous. We are the people who are protecting the people that can't be protected. I mean, hate me all freaking day for that. Yeah. And I think we're rubbing up with Jesus on that one. Like we're like rubbing shoulders with Jesus going, we're in this together. So I just get excited about inviting Jesus people to practice his ways in the 10,000 minutes.
Yeah. On your podcast, like we said earlier, you've done so many episodes.
Yeah.
Are there any episodes that really stick out to you as like your favorite or super memorable conversations?
With Bono, my favorite one. Just kidding.
I was like, wait, I missed that one.
No, I'm totally kidding. Gosh, there's so many. For a part of a season, I would do them with Chris Cleveland of Stars Go Dim, and he's one of my favorite humans ever. We did a bunch together, and we would interview, and we had a girl named Amoy Donice that worked with us, and one of my favorite ones was we were rethinking words, Christian words, even the word blessing. So I had my friend Mike Erie, who's my favorite Bible teacher, like lean into the word blessing and like help us rethink our thinking, which is repenting. The word for repenting is rethinking our thinking. So that on blessing, that was so powerful. My mom, who's a therapist.
Oh, wow.
She, one of our most watched and listened to podcasts are with my mom.
Wow.
Which is fascinating.
That's really cool.
So she's a therapist. And so we did a 2-part series on grief. And then we did a 2-part series on apologies and how to apologize. And the grief one was really profound. She would talk about how we all grieve things every day. Like you lose your keys, you go through these stages of grief, even in losing your keys.
Wow.
And how are we practicing in those things, healthy grief? So yeah, so many episodes.
So interesting.
But I'm just curious. You're a great question asker, and you are a curious human, and I'm a really curious human. And so it's like, this is so fun. Let's just learn stuff together.
Yeah, I enjoy it so much because I feel like being an artist, so much of your life is being asked questions.
So
like
good.
You're in the hot seat and you're just like, oh, I'm talking about myself so much. I'm tired of hearing my own story, my own life, my own voice. Like I'm so enjoying hearing other people's stories and getting to ask questions because I am so curious. Like I'm a researcher through and through. Like me and my husband were on your Instagram in 2017 last night. We were like trying to find things to ask you and
find
dirt. Find dirt on Tim Timmons. And like I enjoy that so much. Like it's part of my personality. So I really love it. I was scrolling through your episodes and I saw that you interviewed Mandisa before she passed away, which is so special to have her voice on recording, talking about mental health and all the things. Like that's priceless now that you have that recorded. That's so cool.
That
She's
was
amazing.
A beautiful episode.
Yeah, I listened to that episode after she passed, and I remember just being like, wow, this is amazing to have recorded forever, that we get to listen to her. She was such a beautiful person. She was always so encouraging to me and just a kind soul. So
me too.
Anyways, that stuck out to me when I was reading through. But what are you in the middle of right now with like your family? Like you're raising teenagers in today's world.
Yeah, I mean, parenting's the hardest thing I've ever done.
Yeah.
By miles. My hero, one of my heroes would always say that getting married is like getting your master's in character development.
That's amazing.
And then he said, and then having kids is like getting your doctorate in character development. And
I feel that.
Man, it's just this like, wow, I didn't know this older human thing, because when they're little, you're just, it's so hard on your body. And but older is so great and just challenges your control and your heart. And it reveals so many things in me and Hillary, my wife.
Is it sometimes like looking at a mirror of like who you were, who you are, and being like, wow, that's something? Maybe.
I think you raise people the best that you can, and we're just trying to figure out how to do this well.
Yeah.
And we fail in a lot of ways, and one of the main things that we practice is I own things and then I repair. In our marriage, I will own my stuff and I will repair. We will work toward repair. And with our kids, especially as they're getting older, there's so much of like, okay, dude, my part of this, I'm really sorry. I shouldn't have responded like that. And I'm just sorry.
That's really powerful to apologize to your kids. I feel like that's going to save them some money in therapy later on. I
Yeah,
think.
and they're all going to be in therapy, and we're like, we've already committed to paying for their therapy. Honestly, I'm
That's
totally serious.
amazing.
Like,
You're like,
kinda
we started
said,
an educational fund, but it's actually for
yeah,
your
yeah,
therapy.
yeah. Screw
So-
college. We're just going like trying
Who
to
needs it?
finance therapy because they all see things in different ways. Even though Hillary and I feel like we've done a really great job. Even my daughter the other day was like, this happened and that hurt me, and I'm like, if you knew the backstory to that, you're being lame. You know, like whatever it was. But I'm not going to say that to her face.
Of
But there's
course,
like,
of course.
there's this piece of that's how she saw the world, and it's how it like shaped her.
Yeah.
And so for me to go, well, you know what, you were being really stupid, and we had to come at you, like whatever. Like, there's nothing helpful about that.
Yeah.
And so us just owning our part and even learning our part, like I could have done this probably in a more beautiful way. Owning it, and then obviously not just going, great, everything's great, you're fine.
Yeah.
But trying to be honest about things and just owning and repair. Own it, repair. Marriage, own it.
Yeah.
Find a way to own something and repair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good word. I have an 8-month-old son, and so I'm in the whole like we're just in it. We're
Yeah.
surviving,
Yes.
you know. But I already feel that lack of control, giving up control
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
You know, he's so little, but I'm already like, man, I cannot force him to do anything. He's got baby strength. I'm
Yeah.
like, I can't like, but even just thinking about who he's going to be, like the man he's going to grow up to
Yeah.
be someday, I have no control over his decisions, over who he becomes. I just have to model what it looks like to follow Jesus and hope he chooses that for himself.
Yeah.
And that's really scary kind of, and also freeing in some ways to be like, it's God's job to help Owen, to shepherd Owen.
Yeah.
And I just get to be his mom. But anyways, I'm curious to ask other parents, like, what does the season of parenting look like for you? Because for me, it's just hands-on, not
It
sleeping
is.
through the
and
night,
it's so
you know?
great. And just this is you enjoy this season.
Yeah.
And there's like looking farther ahead. Like it's when somebody told you before you got married, here's what you're gonna learn. You're like,
Yeah.
you think about. I remember, I don't know how. Is this kid friendly?
I mean, you can say whatever you want. This
Okay.
is a free place.
But people would talk about like, when you guys, hug.
French kiss.
Yeah, when you French kiss like for reals. And people are like trying to help us like just before we got married, and we're like, oh my gosh, we're gonna have no problem at this at all. And then you get married, like, crap, I probably should have listened.
You're like, wait a minute, hold on.
You just don't know what you don't know.
You don't know until you're in
so
it.
you do
Yeah.
your best in the moment to love Owen
Yeah.
and guide him, and
Yeah.
I mean all and then you're just gonna keep figuring it out.
Yeah.
In the middle. We're in the process of parenting,
Yeah.
and we're learning crazy great things today. And then in a few years, who knows?
Who knows?
You're doing great.
I appreciate your mindset, though, just your posture of being like, we're just doing our best and we're apologizing, we're owning it.
Yeah.
That's good. That's really
Especially right now, it's actually more between you two as a married couple. And I mean, we still deal with that too. But
good. Yeah.
Gosh, once we had 2 kids, those were hard marital years.
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden, it for whatever reason, those are hard. Because
Yeah. I mean, you go from just facing toward each other
Yeah.
100% of the time to then you're kind of standing shoulder to shoulder, like facing this child
Yeah.
and trying to
great
work
visual.
together. And it's a different season. It's
Yeah.
good. And I love things about Jason that I didn't know before he was a dad. Like
Yeah.
now I'm like, wow, I love you for so many different reasons.
Yeah.
But it is just a new season. And I know that's not going to stop. Like I think it just keeps changing as
Yeah.
life changes.
Yeah.
But it is why it's so important to pick the right partner in life, because truly, like, I couldn't imagine doing this with anyone else.
Yeah.
And it's so good. Even though it's hard, it's good. It's holding 2 things at the same time, like
Yep.
we're talking about.
Yep.
I feel like being a mom is holding 2 things at the same time and being like, man, this is the hardest thing I've ever done.
yes,
I'm the
yes.
most tired I've ever been.
Yes.
I'm like, I don't even remember who I really am a lot of times. But it's also, I'm so grateful. I'm so joyful.
Yeah.
It's the best season of
Yeah,
my
yeah,
life.
yeah.
Like there's nothing like it in the
So
world.
dumb.
So it really is an and, not a but.
yeah.
I'm gonna practice that. Thank
Yeah.
you for
No,
giving me
interesting.
that today.
I kept hearing people earlier this year. Actually, I kept hearing people do this. Put the butt there.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, we're wallpapering over
Yeah.
a big hole in the wall that's grief of something by just putting some Christian crap on there. That's
Yeah.
like, man, I don't know if that's actually true.
Yeah. We're not good at grief and lament as
Yeah.
Christians. Like, I don't know that we know how to handle it. And I'm really speaking about myself too.
Yeah.
Like when someone goes through a tragedy or gets hard news or whatever, we are so quick to be like, oh man, I'm so sorry to hear that. God's good though, you know? And it's true, but sometimes it's just like, man, I just need you to sit with me in the hard moment and just be my friend.
Yeah.
You know, kind of like you're saying about Milo. It's like, ultimately, of course, you want him to know Jesus. That's the best way. But it's like, I'm just going to be your friend and sit with you in friendship. And that's the whole point, isn't it? So, yeah, that's good. I like that a lot.
It's something. I'm still in process, but that is a thing that I'm just loving, and I'm finding so much freedom in.
I love that. I have appreciated you so much today. Just everything that you've said. I feel like as a listener, I know I'm like part of the podcast, but like as a listener, I've just really enjoyed everything you've said. So thank you for being here.
Well, I have a lot of dumb things to say too.
I love that as well. That's great. You got to have both. It's both and.
It's both and.
You need the wise and the dumb.
Yeah. I just, and also there's a piece too of like, I don't know if tomorrow's coming. And there's a real beauty in just like finally taking deep breaths in life.
Yeah.
Kind of not caring so much.
Yeah.
About the things that I've cared so much about.
Yeah.
And it's like, great. I get to hang out with you today and be encouraged by you and encourage you. And what a cool thing.
Yeah. What a gift, truly. Yeah. It's not just like, oh, I checked that off the box. Now I got to rush home. Like, I don't know. I saw someone post the other day. It was someone doing dishes and they were like frantically scrubbing the dishes. And she was like, wait, every time I remember, like, it's not an emergency. Like, it's not. My nervous system is always like, it's an emergency. I have to hurry. I have to finish this.
So true.
You know, but it's like, what would it look like to actually just slow down and be like, it's not an emergency. I'm just washing dishes. Yeah. And I could actually like spend time with God while I'm doing that. Yeah. That's what a concept, you know? It's like, I got to hurry through my life so I can spend time with God. But it's like, what if you actually just spent time with him through your life? Like just pray without ceasing. Like that's what it says to do. What does that actually look like? It looks like slowing down and appreciating him in the gift of every moment of every day instead of like hoping for that day to come. Yeah. Yeah.
And you knew Jay Weaver and from the band Big Daddy Weave. Yeah. And I have a whole chapter. I'm out with them right now with Big Daddy Weave.
I love it.
And I know you spend a lot of time there, but I have a whole chapter on Jay doing that. You know, he'd wake up every morning. Just unintentionally, he'd wake up at like 4 a.m. or 3 a.m. and just instead of going, gosh, why am I awake? He would just start praying. Yeah. Man, to watch the fruit of that guy's life.
I know it.
I mean, literally a whole chapter.
That's
just
so cool.
On just that kind of intentionality. Yeah. Man, I want to do that.
The stories that I hear about Jay are unbelievable to me. Like, it just... What an amazing man. I actually never met him myself. I toured with Big Daddy Weave.
After.
The very first tour after he passed away is when I started with them. But man, I mean, I've just heard so much about him from Mike, and just the way he lived his life is so inspiring. And you're right, those like 3 a.m. moments with God, he would bring into the next day, and they saw miracles happen.
Girl, I saw him.
I mean, it's just unbelievable in the best way, but it's so believable. Like that's how God is, you know? Oh man, I bet that tour is amazing. Yeah, has it been so good?
So fun.
It just seems so sweet. What a great group of people. Yeah. It's so great. And I couldn't say enough about Mike Weaver. He's just like the best guy of all time. And
agreed.
Yeah. When you tour with people, you really get to know them. Like you really see who they are behind the scenes. Yeah. And when someone is exactly who you hope, that's like the best.
Yeah. I'll tell him that you were giving him grief.
Absolutely, you should. He'd believe you.
Yeah, a lot of dirt. A lot of dirt about you, Mike.
And also, before we end, the song Even If is so special. I remember hearing that for the first time when it came out and just being like, okay, this is something different. Like sometimes people talk about Christian music getting a bad rap because it's a little cheesy sometimes, or, you know, Christian music always has everything tied up in a perfect bow and it's whatever. That song is so great. Has it had kind of a resurgence because of the movie and just people coming back to that truth of like, God, even if you don't, you are still my hope. Like that, what an amazing message.
Yeah. Yeah. I think so. Like what a gift. Even when I quit working for God, that part of that was me with the songs I had written, just releasing things going, if you want something to happen, God, that's bigger than what I can do, then my label didn't want it. Crystal Lewis, who brought me a different verse and a thing originally, she didn't want it for her thing, so the song was like dead in the water. And then when it all came out with Bart, it just was like, cool, God, you know what's best. And this is a song that definitely feels like not everything's tied up.
Yeah.
So I love that, and I just put my own version out, which is really fun.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's just such an honest song, and I love honest songs.
Yeah. You are a true songwriter. I feel like I hear that in all of your songs. In that one specifically, it's like, yeah, God gave you a gift in that.
Thank you.
In that, so I'm thankful for it.
Thank you.
Okay, as a way to end the podcast, we always end on a happy, fun note, which is the middle moment, even though it's at the end. I don't know.
Yeah.
You get it.
The middle end.
The middle end.
Yeah.
Okay,
Ooh, danger,
so
close.
I got this wheel, okay? I'm going to have you spin the wheel. It's going to land on a topic. There's 8 options.
Okay.
And we're just going to talk about whatever it is to end the podcast. So give it a whirl.
Oh, that was not a good
You
whirl.
give it a better whirl.
Okay. I'm sorry, everybody.
You
I see
hold it.
pet peeve. I'm so happy.
Oh, it's really going. That was like
Yeah.
an excellent spin.
Oh, what does it say? Childhood memory.
What's a great childhood memory that you have? Or you can pick, honestly, you can also pick whatever you want to answer if you got a good answer for any topic on there. This is the moment where the guest is always put on the spot and they're like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I have so many thoughts. Childhood memories goes in 2 places, but there's positive and negative ones that kind of come to my brain. I mean, pet peeve is so easy. I have misophonia. Hi, I'm Tim Timmons, and I have misophonia.
Is that the chewing thing?
Yeah.
Wow.
It is.
Good thing I wasn't chewing gum on this episode. You would have been hating it.
Maybe. And you know what? I can find grace for you, and I'll pray blessing for you, okay?
And feel no
As my
contempt
enemy.
for you, okay?
Yeah. I'm better for sure than her. Misophonia is a real thing. And
Okay.
I just want to say that to you as the audience.
Yes. Stop chewing with your mouth open.
It just an ice, and I'm not proud of it.
Yeah.
I'm not like, you know what? I've got misophonia, and you need to change your ways. I'm like, dang it, Lord! I feel like it is my thorn that I've said, Jesus, Father, would you take
It's
this
the
away
thorn in
from
my
me?
side.
Yeah. It's just the chewing in my side. I mean, it's just.
Yeah.
It really has a hold of my heart.
I'm so sorry.
And one of my kids has it too.
Oh,
and so
no,
then
you've passed
the other
it
kids,
on.
yeah, one of my other Noah, my son has it, and then my son Aaron's just like chomping away on cereal.
Not chomping away. Cereal's a bad one for that.
Yeah, he's just doing what he's doing because the poor kid's eating chips or something,
Right.
and Noah and I are like,
Just-
oh my gosh, we have to like leave the room, and it's so
Yeah.
sad.
Ooh,
Like,
I bet that's hard on a tour bus because people are just munching snacks on a tour bus.
I know a guy yesterday was just making out with ice. I mean, it was
No,
like
I
his.
can't do
It was
it.
like his job.
No.
And I'm sitting there going, oh, this is great. Everything's fine. You know what? Jesus, Lord, I lift your name. I'm just trying to like figure out ways to not have contempt.
So funny.
But it's my issue.
It's
And
a you problem, but it is understandable.
It is maybe.
It's
It's a thing. It's a thing. And I'm not proud of this.
Wow. You heard it
So-
here first, you guys.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, it's
Thank
a great
you.
list. And I'm sorry that I did not answer the right one.
No, that's great. I'm glad you answered one. That's great.
I'm glad it wasn't conspiracy theories.
Yeah. Okay. The funny thing is, the wheel is not weighted in any way. Like, it's, random.
Yeah.
It has landed on conspiracy theory in most episodes. Like, I literally, earlier today, I was like, am I going to get, like, canceled for
You for sure
the
will.
things that have been said in
Yeah.
this moment on on our podcast? Because it's just like, wow. I mean, I'm not saying it's true. It's a theory for a reason.
Yeah,
You know what
sure,
I mean?
sure,
But
sure.
I'm just the host. Like, I'm
Gosh,
just the messenger. Okay.
Yeah, don't shoot this one.
Tim, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
I can't wait for reading your book and listening to your music.
Well, I've got one for you.
Great. I
So
can't
you
wait.
can use it as a, I don't know, paperweight or something.
No, I'm a
awesome.
huge reader. I will read it.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks for being here.
Of course, thank you.
Yeah. Woohoo.